Here's what I like to tell people. Number one, a narcissist, I think that people don't really understand what that is because
It's thrown,
people
it's
look,
thrown around loosely, the word.
they throw it out so loosely. And the thing is, the word narcissist comes from the name of the Greek god Narcissus, who used to look and admire his reflection in the water.
I did not know that, and I'm a nerd.
Yeah.
I did not know
Yeah,
that.
so that's where the word narcissist comes. And so people will say, oh, they're a narcissist, when we're seeing these people on social media that are, they got six pack, they're looking good, or girls with their lashes and their hair looking hot in a bikini. But let's be real. I mean, I wish I looked like that. Like, I cannot hate on people who just know how good they look. I mean, I wish I had that kind of self-esteem. Are they a narcissist? Per the actual, if we base it on what the Greek god did, yeah, they're narcissists, but they're not bothering anybody, right? They're just really into how they look.
Yep.
They're not going to bother you with that. The narcissists that I have had the pleasure of repeatedly experiencing in my life are what we call malignant narcissists. And I always say they're like tumors, like your benign tumor doesn't bother you, it's just there. Those are those people that are into themselves and how they look and know they look good. The malignant narcissist, just like a malignant tumor, they cause you problems. They might even kill you. You got to cut them out. These malignant narcissists are people who will use, and I will say that narcissistic abuse is simply when a narcissist abuses you. So when we're talking in these terms, we're talking about a narcissist, somebody who is looking to fulfill their ego and their idea of their own superiority. And they are using abuses to manipulate you into giving that to them. But what happens in narcissistic abuses, they're not just physically abusing you, they're not just verbally abusing you like a bully at school. They are legally abusing you, financially, sexually abusing you. They're gaslighting you. They are emotionally, psychologically. I mean, silent treatment's a big one. I mean, we did silent treatment, in the military? They do that to war prisoners. Silent treatment, isolation. That is not normal behavior that should go on in a home, never mind to a child, but you don't do that to the people that you say you love. You shouldn't do that to anybody, honestly, if you're a good, morally conscious human being. And so this is the type of narcissism that I am referring to and talking about when I'm talking about narcissists in my books and in this aspect.
So it's someone that not only do they feel the need to have that power over you, but they almost need it to make themselves, to build themselves.
Oh, it's absolutely to build themselves up. It's just that they do it in different ways. Like my stepfather, when I was a kid, my stepfather is one of these typical narcissists. He's going to tell you, like, he thinks he knows everything. He has the best this. He has the most that. He's just got to be number one. And everybody's got to think that. And he wants all the admiration and praise.
Yeah.
My ex-husband was what we call a covert narcissist. And I always likened him to the character Eeyore on Winnie the Pooh. That purple donkey or whatever he was.
Yeah.
For me, nothing good ever happens to me. The humility draws you in. The pity draws you in because you want to pump them up, right?
Yeah, of course.
Cheerleader.
Yep.
But boy, was he a nasty, evil thing behind closed doors. He was trying to build himself up because deep inside, he did not see himself as he saw himself as a worthless POS. And I won't say those words, but he needed other people to reflect back to him this idea of himself that was much, much higher and much better than what he really felt inside. It's just unfortunate that these covert narcissists that do this, again, will use any and all abuses to manipulate you into serving their ego to where they need.
Do you feel like the term in recent history, the term gaslighting has become very popular? Do you feel like
that one too? Yeah.
I feel like now, does the good outweigh the bad because it is popular and there is awareness over it? But same thing with narcissists. I feel like people
don't even know what they're talking about. Just like finding out that when I tell them it's the name of a Greek god. I mean, honestly, if I apply apply the word narcissist to, like my ex-husband and my stepfather. These are not people who looked in the mirror and admired themselves. So really the term is applicable, but I feel like that's what we call them. So that's what it is. But I feel like in society right now, people are using the term loosely just to refer to anybody they don't like. Just like when I was a kid, everybody was a jerk. If I didn't like you, you're a jerk. You're a jerk. You're a bully. What?
Yeah.
Now they're just saying narcissist, and I'm like, that person. And here's the reality: a person can have narcissistic qualities and not be a narcissist. That just like I always say, if you go to the doctor and you tell the doctor you have a sore throat and a cough, Lord, you could have bronchitis, you could have the flu, you could have strep, be all kinds of things. Just because you have symptoms of it doesn't mean you are one. But for
Yep.
somebody to experience a true, very real narcissist like I have experienced more than once, believe me, if you have experienced a narcissist in full force. But like gaslighting, a lot of people don't even know what that term came from. That was an old movie. I want to say it was in the 1930s or 1940s.
Yeah, with the
It was
stove.
called the Gaslight. Well, it
Right.
was with the
Right.
lights because
Yeah, the gaslight.
yeah, right. Because the husband was purposely turning the lights off and turning them back on. And
Mhm.
the wife would say, "Oh, I wonder why the lights are flickering." And he'd say, "They're not flickering. I don't see that." He was trying to make her think she was nuts. He was trying to make her doubt and question her reality, which
Yeah.
is what gaslighting is. But nowadays, I mean, I hear it makes me cringe, when I hear somebody say something and then the person they're talking to said, "No, don't gaslight me." Like, no,
Yeah.
it was not gaslight.
Yeah,
If
yeah.
you are gaslighted, and I have been there in my previous marriage, boy, did he ever. You literally, I mean, I went to a psychiatrist. I honestly thought I was losing my damn mind. You To say you doubt and question your reality, you are made to feel completely delusional when everything you say, everything you observe, everything you call out is negated, didn't happen. I never said that. You don't you're miscommunicating.
Yeah, that's
It's
more
just, it's so
methodical.
frustrating.
Yeah, that's more methodical than just not believing you or just
Yeah,
miscommunicating. Like
exactly.
that's there's a method there. That's a method,
Oh,
right?
absolutely. It's a form of brainwashing. I mean, they're trying to basically disarm your intellect and your sense of yourself, because the more that they can deplete who you are and deplete your how do I say it? If I'm looking at you, I can see, let's say, factual things. I can see lights behind you. I can see you're wearing a black or dark shirt. So if somebody's gaslighting me every single day, 20 times a day, and they're going to stand next to me and say, his shirt isn't dark, his shirt is bright as the sunshine, that, after, 25 years I was with this guy. If somebody's doing that to you for that long, you start to think, okay, like, are my eyes going? Like, is my vision okay? Am I not seeing things clearly? It's the same with your mind. And that's what true gaslighting is. So, yeah, it's a term that's definitely misused, overused, and I don't pay much attention to it. But I think what I've learned with all of this is that with the word narcissist, gaslighting, whatever, any word, I'm not into labels. I'm not into, the reality is if somebody is intentionally causing you harm, it's not a good situation. I don't care what you call it. I don't care if you want to call them a narcissist, say they're gaslighting. It is what it is at the end of the day.